Ted at Windy Hill Farm and Handy Horseman YouTube channel. We're going to do a video series here that I think is going to be very exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been wanting to do this a long time. I get a lot of calls and I get a lot of questions on how do we start a foal? What do we do when we wean a baby? What do we do with baby horses and mares and so on? Well, we've got the great opportunity here. Come over here and look. I've got a mare that we bought that was bred that, I'd say about 4 or 5 months ago, had this little baby. This is a nice horse. I like her. Her name's Jade. She's a POA. And this baby, I saw the pictures of the stallion. It's like a big old leopard Appaloosa thing. And it's a little filly. And the only handling this baby's had is we had her in a paddock out here behind the house. And in the evenings, my wife would go out maybe and pet on the baby. And we imprinted the baby when it was very small, a day or two old. But it's my understanding it's never had a rope on it. It's never had any handling of any kind like that, except we took the mare and the baby to another pasture for a week or two to get some grass. And we made very certain that it was a good experience for that baby. And that's what I want to touch on in this first video before we go any further, is that, you know, we handle a lot of horses here at Windy Hill Farm, and we see the good and the bad. And a lot of times, what I will say is most of the troubled horses have had some type of human contamination, I'll call it, or a bad experience prior to 3 years old. So, you know, they were handled in a coarse, rude way, or they got afraid. So that's my first bit of advice, is when you're dealing with a baby, you want to make sure you don't get him afraid, and you want to make sure you don't get the atmosphere of such where he feels in danger. Now, I've never done what we're going to do here before like this. We've always handled this in many different ways. But what I wanted to do for this video, this is kind of an experiment for me, but I know it's going to work because I have so much experience doing it every other kind of way you can think of. What I want to do is, this baby will probably be weaned within the next month or two. And so I want to work with this baby, and I want to get the halter on it and get it bending and get it yielding to pressure before I wean it. Because what used to happen, we'd get out here on a certain day and we'd wean all the babies, 5 or 10 or 20, who knows how many. And then we'd all get together and we're going to just get them all to lead, and we're going to get the halters on them, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And I got to thinking about that. You know, you wean this baby off its mommy, and so the first experience it has with humans is putting a halter on, and then getting kind of drug around trying to lead, and he's afraid, he misses his mom, he doesn't know where he's at. It's a lot of confusion going on right there, and a lot of fear. So with this situation, I've put a lot of time thinking about this, and it's not always possible, but what I want to do is kind of work with this baby in a different way. And I want you all to explore that with me. Now, there's a couple things that are necessary equipment. You really need to have a round pen to do this. And that baby is going to take a reflection of that mother's attitude. This is a nice little horse right here, so I know I'm not going to have trouble. But you know, she's kind of an outlaw and kind of a mare that's a little tough to deal with. That baby's going to pick that up. So it might not be a good idea if you got a mare that's like that. But this is a sweet horse, and she's got relatively good manners. But once again, this is a horse I've never worked with in the round pen at all. So this is her first day in here too. So, you know, with that all said, we're going to take videos as we go along, and today we'll go as far as we can, and then we'll keep updating this progress on this baby as we go along. So enjoy yourselves and just watch. And this is kind of a work in progress, and it's an experiment I'm doing that I think you all enjoy watching. So subscribe to our channel, visit our website, windyhillfarm.net, handyhorseman.com. This is Ted at Windy Hill Farm. I hope these videos will be helpful.